tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, and then Carl will be talking at 1 o'clock tomorrow. And we have a bit of a change of a schedule of our program, but that's all good, okay? So no need to worry about it. My name is Kwok-Wing Lai. People call me Wing, okay? From now on, call me Wing. I'm the program chair of this symposium. Now, this looks like a very small symposium, but there will be about 20 teachers that should be coming at 3:30, right? Because they are already part of another program. They will come here, and then they will also come tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, 9 to 10 as well. There should be 20, but I don't know how many would be here, right? I really don't know, because I'm expecting that we have like 20-something people here, at least, at this moment, but we only have probably half of. But that's okay. Ken is a program member looking after all these technical things. Darren is the idea people. He will provide idea. And Fiona will look after your life. So, so she manages everything. And then far in Toronto, Susanna La Rosa, she is helping out. Now, why there's a person in Toronto? If you know the history of our symposium, this is the third time that we are holding a knowledge building symposium. The first time in 2012 in Monica, 2013 at Dunedin, and both of those symposiums were very local, right? But in this third time, we are working together with Knowledge Building International, and our symposium is part of the so-called Knowledge Building Summer Institute, which has been running internationally for how many years? If Marlene is here, if the keynote is here, I would then ask her. That's my plan. How many years?
It would be about 20 years.
20 years. Oh, Ken is a proxy for Marlene, 20 years. Now, why 20 years? Because the knowledge building approach, the model, has been used for 20-something, 30 years in the world. Now, this is nothing new for us. Now, our research group is the first in New Zealand. But knowledge building principles and pedagogical model has been used in many countries in the world. Canada, for example, in Quebec, they will have like 200 to 400 schools using knowledge forum and knowledge building right now, actually. In the United States, in Spain, Italy, Singapore, Hong Kong has a big group as well. And since mid-1980s already, right? So Marlene Scadamaria, Professor Marlene Scadamaria and Professor Carl Breiter, they developed the model. And also the software called Knowledge Forum used to support knowledge building. And they have been running an institute, a conference called the Knowledge Building Summer Institute in summer, in the Northern Hemisphere, in summer, for many, many years, right? So every year, people from all over the world will gather together, maybe in Toronto, maybe in Quebec City. Last year in Quebec City, the year before is in Mexico. Every year is different, but mostly in Toronto. And sharing their ideas, sharing their research findings, sharing their professional type of practice knowledge together as a group, right? And this year, our symposium has become international by working with them as part of this Knowledge Building Summer Institute, right? So that's why it is broadcast live to the world now. So the world is seeing you.
We have actually got 5 viewers internationally.
So you got to behave yourself, right? Don't sleep, because the whole world is watching you. They know that who is sleeping, who is not sleeping, okay? So I'm very pleased that we can work together with an international organization to bring, and also bring Marlene and Carl to Dunedin. Well, I was outside talking to a participant, and then she was saying, oh, Marlene and Carl, they are both famous, obviously.
This must be Melvin and Kelvin from Singapore.
Hi, our international participants, have a seat. Wing, okay.
Yeah, I saw your name.
You saw my name, okay. So I'm happy that you're here, and then we get to know each other.
Yeah,
because
I managed to come here.
because my wife is Singaporean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I go to Singapore nearly every year, sometimes 3 times a year.
Often.
Right? So we have a lot in common. And so they will be here. They are supporting us. One thing very special about our symposium compared to previous one is that we have put in a time slot for after each presentation called time for building on ideas. Now that period sometimes is half an hour, sometimes it's only 15 minutes. Now that period is not a Q&A period. It's not question and answer. Now usually after a presentation you will have a period like you ask questions. That is not. That is a thing that you will have to think about very carefully, and which will prevent you from sleeping during the symposium. That is the time where you all contribute ideas, develop ideas, which have already been generated by the presenters. So the presenter may be a teacher working in a classroom, in a economics class or whatever, in a primary class, whatever, and she or he will have done something and produced some ideas. What you do is that think about those ideas and then see how those ideas can be developed further. Now, knowledge building is all about working together as a community to develop communal ideas, right? So we have to walk the talk. Now, these ideas come from Darren. That's why we have to walk the talk. That means in this symposium, everyone will have to contribute. And particularly because we are a very small group, right? So our symposium is very informal, very casual, right? You can always interrupt and you can always provide ideas, right? And I hope that we can actually know each other better as time goes on. And if you are happy to come to have a meal together tonight with the keynote speakers, you're most welcome, right? It's not part of the conference, but, well, we have to go out to eat anyway. So after the conference, we will, if you know where, so we will talk about that. And also, being a participant of this symposium, you automatically become a member of Knowledge Building New Zealand. Wow, what? This is a good organization. Well, this is nothing sinister, right? So not a problem being a member, okay? Now, this association is a professional association for educators and teachers in New Zealand, right? It was formed 2013. Its sole objective is to support educators and teachers in the use of inquiry-based learning, knowledge building pedagogies in their teaching, right? We are hosting a local version of Knowledge Forum. So currently in New Zealand, many teachers are using Knowledge Forum, hosted by the association, right? And you have other benefits being a member, but you don't have to pay anything now because you are already here. So you already pay for it. No, I don't know, but we just include you as a member, okay? So at 5 o'clock this afternoon, there will be an AGM. Even for international participants, you are a member, not a problem. And then we will have a short meeting to talk about the future of the association. We have done a lot of things, but there are a lot of things that we need to do in the future, okay? So Ken, do you have anything to say?
I think you've said.
So have they all got the?
Yeah, we have. Well, I think except for Melvin and Kelvin, we have a database which you'll be familiar with. It's part of the Summer Institute one. You can sort of see it. You know, there's
I
been.
know this.
You're already. Yes, you are.
Inside my knowledge building.
Yeah, Susanna actually asked that we actually had that because
I had the access code and I added in So like it was inside the knowledge
Okay, well
forum.
that's good. We've created a new view in here, which we will use, you know, in that rise above session. So if you've got ideas as people are speaking and you want to contribute, if you come along to this tab here, this is sort of a blank canvas sort of view for those of you who don't know knowledge building. And you can come in here and you can press the little pencil button and you can create your very first note if you are not familiar with Knowledge Forum. So it may be a question, it may be taking an idea and sort of saying, hey, yeah, I wonder if it can work there. But we would encourage you to use your devices and get in there and start contributing. You know, that we deliberately have got times where we're going to be able to talk, but we've also got times where we're going to be able to put things there. And that way we've got a lasting record of really our ideas collectively sort of coming together, not just presentations. Darren, you want to
experiencing knowledge building, isn't it? Rather than just listening to us tell you about it, sort of having a wee go yourself and sort of give an idea of how it works.
So, anything you want to say, you can say. Whenever you want to say things, you can always say. No constraint.
Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah.
Access that?
Okay, yeah, that's a very good question. For those who just arrived, that top URL, and I should be sharing this to the world so that they can do that. That's what we need. So I'll perhaps stop for 5 minutes, and I may go into screen sharing mode so that any participants which are coming in live also get this this URL at the top and this access code and can register and can contribute from wherever they are. So I'll just go off that for a moment and come to what's being beamed out there, and I will go into screen share mode. And I will get this. So this, not the second one, this top one, if you haven't already got that here, that's the address that we want you to get. Okay. So we'll just give people a couple of minutes, including virtual guests, and I know that there are actually quite a number of virtual guests already logged in. You know, you can go to this site. You can use this KBK FM2 access code, and once you've done that, you will be able to log in to once you've set up your username, you'll be able to put that down in this box here, and then this line here will appear. You won't get all of these other databases, but you will get this thing here. Okay. Are there questions? You're very shy.
At the moment, my screen is like that, really clicks, but it still looks like I can actually have things. Is that correct?
I don't know. Melvin and Kelvin, you've done more with Knowledge Forum. Have you done much with iPads? Have you done much with?
iPads is not easy to use.
No, that was my last experience.
There's a lot of problem with iPad.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better if you use a conventional laptop.
Yeah.
Or desktop is easier.
Yeah.
So I've
That's what
already given up.
Okay. Well.
Bring my laptop tomorrow.
Yeah. Do that. I think it will make a difference. Okay. Well, back to that page, just in case people are still looking for that address. And then we can stop the welcome and we can go into
We'll start the first one.
the first one.
By the way, toilets outside, just go out. So there will be toilets. Now let us start the first session now. How many of you actually have not used Knowledge Forum or knowledge building principles or heard nothing about it? So you have, okay, a few. So we will start off